Greetings, YouTube. So we are back with another Mass Effect Legendary Edition stream. And so last time we left off, we helped out with, some issues that Liara was having, with her mom. Took out her mom, you know, uh, that was fairly predictable, I feel like. And then we promptly rejected her, which was soups awkward. So yeah, so in this one we're going to continue with some side quests, some plot relevant ones that are going to continue to, affect the gameplay of the next two games. And along those lines, once we wrap some of those up, we're going to be hopping in the direction of we have some Solarian scientists that are apparently needing our help. So we'll be shooting off that direction. But until we do that, I have just hopped over to our galaxy, and we are going to visit our moon to take out a rogue VI, which is a virtual intelligence. Yeah, we're gonna land on Earth's moon. Guys, we're going to the moon. This is highly exciting, I feel like, for us. I'm gonna take Liara. Let's give Rex some more playtime. I feel like no matter who I pick, they're gonna just kind of end up betraying me because I'm struggling with the fact that they just cannot get through doors in this game, apparently. I'm hoping that that's not an issue in the second and third one, because, like, boy, has it been annoying to deal with in this one. And it didn't used to be a thing. Mine's training ground. Alright, so we're gonna just basically swing around. Oh, that was an accident. Everybody back in. Guys, can we see Earth? Oh, there it is. What up? Alrighty. Looks like it is... Okay, so it's dark over on the east, so it's coming close to nighttime over on the west coast. Oh, heck. So we are looking at, sometime in the afternoon, I would guess, based on what we're kind of seeing there from the Earth. It's honestly kind of weird that I don't think until like the third game you really have any quests where you like go to the or to Earth, which is kind of a weird one to think about. They just like, what are they shooting at? It didn't seem like I had any rockets coming my way. I know it's real unfortunate destroying Alliance property and all that, but unfortunately they're just been taken over by this rogue VI. Guess they totally were the ones that were shooting at me, huh? Not when I have my say, though. Alright, so, got all those taken out. This is apparently where I'm supposed to be. They're like a, okay, yep, so there's the entrance console. Am I gonna have to go into each of these, or... I'm hoping it's just go into this one, and they're all interconnected. That'd be pretty sick. Yeah, core cluster. I have a feeling it's going to send us into each one of them. Oh, well. Power junction. I'm hoping not to have to do anything with that. Let's just... Sweet. Alright, just let us on through. Totally not going to be any robots or security, droids that we're going to have to deal with. Damn, felt like they were like on us quick. Yeah, they got us surrounded. I'm remembering the
All
reason we
clear.
didn't grab Rex last time was because we don't have any armor for him right now. He is sitting there with he's sitting there with just like the basic starting armor because it's apparently the hardest thing ever to find Krogan gear. It's hard enough finding some for Garrus, but we managed to do it, so it's okay. Uh-oh. This is not how I'm supposed to do this? That totally felt like this was how they were kind of aiming me to do it.
All clear.
Okay, so I got a toxic gas is building up now. I wonder what that's going to affect, because I'm not really seeing anything else I can interact with, so it doesn't seem like there's like a talk to the VI and, try and reason with it option. Besides, lights on the optical made from flicker and die, the first of the three. Yep, okay, so there are going to be three of them. Shit, that's annoying. Okay,
I think we're done here.
but I mean, this feels like a Renegade anyways. It's like, Renegade totally wouldn't, make peace with the VI. They would just, come in, wreck shit, and, head on out. Which is, precisely what I plan on doing. Just, walk in, blow the stuff up, and, cool guys don't look at explosions, all that good stuff. I wonder if there's another option to where if I hunted down those power generators, if that was a different way to do it rather than just like wrecking the like VI core components.
Securing point.
I hate that you can't just like hop out of the car while it's driving, you know, do a cool like slide or roll out of it. These are all just going to be set up the same exact way, aren't they? It is. Okay, we're going to see if we can take a slightly better approach this time, not let them completely surround us. Man, my gun's not doing a great job of, gracious, man. Whew. Man, I cannot keep this gun cooled down. I realized afterwards, because I was having difficulties keeping my gun cooled off last session too, and I'm pretty sure that one of the things I put on my gun causes it to do extra damage, but also causes the heatsink to be an issue, which I might honestly end up taking off just because of, like, with how rare it seems like my abilities are, doing what I need. It,
Target.
let's just shoot around
Clear.
it. Like, what is this shield supposed to do? Like, there's nobody harassing us, like, causing us to, need to take these, like, super precise shots. Oh, what the hell?
I think we got him, Commander.
Really? This is a feeble attempt to protect yourself.
All clear.
No, I'm pretty sure we still got some stuff to kill, Liara. I'm glad that in this one it doesn't seem like there's nearly as much like just walking around.
Clear.
Oh man, I wonder if that's another way instead of just like blowing everything up. If I can access those like data points and do something. Oh well, like I said, this feels way more Renegade. but it's kind of nice that there's not like a bunch of like dialogue from your companions as you're running around doing these missions. Just because, man, last time after rejecting Liara, that'd be awkward just like having some of the conversations that it feels like kind of like pop up in like later Bioware games. Especially when you take into a fact that the very small ship that we all ride around in. And I'm gonna throw it out there. I don't think that I don't think word doesn't spread. Like everybody in the ship knows that last time I broke Liara's heart. And that's definitely unfortunate. But that's just how it's gotta be. I don't want any awkwardness in the third game, when or I should say in future games. Don't want any awkwardness. Don't want, anybody looking at me expecting a relationship when, I'm kind of feeling another character, that kind of stuff. So we're gonna play it cool. We're going to, we're not gonna, have a relationship this first time. We're gonna focus on saving the galaxy. Shepard's gonna take time to focus on
All
himself,
targets down.
He's gonna really learn to grow as a person. Maybe, pick up a new language, or, you know, maybe learn how to use another gun. That would be useful. Because, like, my god, just using the pistol, whew, that's just a little bit exhausting. Alright, what's the third thing they're going to throw at us? Additional security drones, of course. I should have known there's going to be something like that. I was like, I'm amazed they haven't thrown just extra robots at us, and, oh, here they come. You guys got them handled? Oh, they're just all stuck back there. That's hilarious. Oh, well, we overheated. What just happened? Mass Effect. Help. That got really weird there for a second. I'm curious to see how it looked on stream, but for me, like, my game just, it just, like, disappeared all of a sudden. And then it, like, came back, and I was like, it was almost like I had frozen or something. I don't know, it's interesting, because, like, oh, we unlocked a specialization class. Interesting. So the Nemesis is a biotic specialist who uses a mass effect field to inflict heavy damage against opponents, increase duration and damage for all biotic abilities, improves warp and lift. For the Bastion, Bastions use biotics for defense or for opponent immobilization, improves barrier or stasis. I'm gonna go with Nemesis just because lift and warp have been kind of my go-tos. Let's hop like this, go over squad. Exciting. I was hoping I unlocked a specialty with everybody else too. Alright, well,
Negative contacts, Commander.
2 points. 2 points isn't enough in my head to sit there and go through and level people up. Especially if it's not a specialization. I feel really bad because I know that oh, hello. Okay, back. I know that my commentary typically consists of like, oh man, I'm really excited to get to the second Mass Effect because like a lot of people know, second Mass Effect is, just like S tier. It's just absolutely phenomenal. And I feel like they improve upon a lot of the stuff that the first game does, which like I should have known that it was a remaster, it wasn't a remake when they did the Mass Effect Legendary Trilogy, but I don't know. I guess I was hoping for just a little bit more. Like, don't get me wrong, it looks beautiful. They upped a lot of the stuff. It feels a lot better to play most of the time. I would say my biggest issue though is just the fact that they also like really weirdly glitched it out in some places. Like it never was an issue. Okay, this firmware. It never was an issue that your companions wouldn't follow you through doors. It was that is like the weirdest one that they did. But I also like I was expecting them to fix like a lot of little quality life stuff, where like with that one, and once we get to Mass Effect 2, when you finish a side quest, it like asks you, hey, do you want to head back to the Normandy? And so I feel like it's just like something super tiny that they could have done that would have been just like a huge like quality of life improvement for this one. Because it is super annoying having to like backtrack all the way through a place you've already cleared out just to, get back in the vehicle in order to then push another button to get it to send you up top. So just like it's a really weird one because it feels like I don't know. I don't make games. So, I don't know, but I'm just going to throw it out there. It doesn't seem like, especially when you're going in and you're touching up the game as much as they did, especially because they really, from everything that I have seen and heard, is they really focused on this first one.
Must be our Solarian infiltration team.
Check out those defense towers.
Drop the Mako. We'll go in hot and take them out.
I'll get you in underneath their radar, Commander. Got a clean drop, Commander.
Stay out of range and continue evasive maneuvers until I bring those AA towers down.
I know the drill. Meet you at the camp once those towers are offline. Joke around.
Alright, Joker, let's do this. I don't know. Am I being, a little bit whiny? Possibly, but that's just because I love these games, and I know how awesome, like the later ones are. And I feel like the first one has always been like this huge barrier of entry for people getting into the series. Because like, the second one, like, I still, like, before this came out, I would go and I would replay it all the time because it just, like, it holds up so much better than the first one before this came out. This honestly feels really good. Like, I'm really impressed that they made it, not feel like, a really old game when they did this one. Like, they put a lot of love and care into it. It's just like the little things that it's like we've grown accustomed to with newer games. I'm just like, when I do a side quest and I'm out in an open world area, I don't want to have to trek all the way back through just to, hop in a vehicle and like have to, like, I want to, as soon as I'm done with my side quest and I'm in a very specific location for a side quest, I want it to just bump me out. I don't want it to, make me run all the way back through a place that I've already been. And like, granted, is that going to be something that causes somebody to not pick up these games. I don't know, but I'm just saying that it is something that like we have grown accustomed to with the games that we play, with games that are coming out that have, little quality of life things that don't make it so annoying to play. The thing that I think I'm the most excited to see if they've, kind of nailed them, if they've put in like a decent bit of work into is, so I feel like the second game fit really well with like how it played and felt. In the third game was kind of in a weird spot where they were trying to move forward with a lot of stuff, and like they were trying to be like with other games and like doing stuff that was kind of getting done, and so they kind of go from this like the only way I can think to describe it is like a flat map building and that kind of stuff, to they start to have like dimensions and layers to where like your characters can climb up on stuff. It's not just looking for ramps and that kind of thing. Instead it turns into your character actually being able to climb up onto platforms and that kind of stuff, to where there's a bit more dimension to levels. And because they like did that, it definitely feels kind of weird, but it very much it was a stepping stone. It was progress that was being made to where we ended up getting games like Dragon Age Inquisition, which feels incredibly well. It still honestly feels like it was kind of an in-between as well, where like it definitely has some 3D like dimensions to it, in the aspect of like, oh, I can suddenly jump, that's really cool, but they also, it's kind of janky, it's not quite there, but they when we get to Andromeda, I will have lots of thoughts and feelings on it. But something that you can't deny is that Andromeda feels fucking fantastic to play. Like it's got a lot of stuff that we'll discuss once we start playing it, but that game, like it's finally, you can kind of see where they were going with the other games. You can see stuff that they were honing in Mass Effect 3 and that they were still messing around with in Dragon Age Inquisition, and they like are slowly building on these concepts and ideas, and it's super exciting to think of what's coming with this next Mass Effect, especially when you take the time and consider the fact that this is after when they did Anthem, which also, man, you can talk all you want about how bad Anthem's multiplayer was and how they just didn't have any missions or anything for you to do, but like,
Reading that the grid is down, Commander. On approach to the Solarian base now. Out.
Ready to continue. On your mark, Commander Shepard.
like that's something that you have to give credit to them for, is Anthem was a fucking amazing game to play. Like it felt great, it was beautiful, it looked good, but like, damn, was it fun to fly around in that game, and like the combat felt good and the abilities felt good. And so it's crazy because in my head, gosh dang it, did I really not open it up? But in my head, Mass Effect Andromeda, like, it feels so smooth, it feels really good. it like honestly in terms of like 3D games, like even games that have been released after it honestly feels ahead of them sometimes. But then you take into account, it's like, man, just the fact that they were able to push it even farther ahead and managed to make it feel like even better is just like absolutely crazy. Like, Anthem was overall really bad. It and it's so sad because like honestly, I wanted Anthem to be good so much. Like I was ready to be all in on Anthem. But the awesome thing about Anthem is just having played so much of that game. Like I played so much of that game. And just knowing that that is where we're going from into this new Mass Effect is just like some of the hypest shit I can think of. Just imagining being able to like be Commander Shepard and like rather than hopping in a vehicle or that kind of thing to like explore, just like fucking putting on a jet suit or a jetpack and just flying around like you did in Anthem. Like that sounds absolutely amazing to me. And like, granted, I'm totally cool if there's still like a vehicle and that kind of stuff. But like, even the gunplay and the abilities felt so clean in Anthem to where it's like, man, this is some of the shit we have to look forward to in the new Mass Effect. And that is just awesome. Like,
That
it
was the
is...
final gate. Our path to the Solarian
It's just
camp
like
should be
super
clear
exciting to know that not only do we have, a new Mass Effect coming, but like, there have been a lot of failures that it gets to walk on top of in order to hopefully succeed and just be absolutely amazing. Especially from, like some of the stuff coming out is the fact that, so they're calling it Mass Effect 4. It's not, Mass Effect Andromeda 2. It's not Mass Effect, like other name. It's Mass Effect 4. And so, like, the thought that, oh, hey, this is going to, from everything that I have read and seen so far, is this is supposed to take place in the Milky Way galaxy.
Commander, Normandy's touched down at the base, but it looks like we're grounded. The Solarian captain can explain when you get here.
As well as also the Andromeda galaxy, which I think I'm really curious to see how they play around in both of those. But it's just like, it's really exciting to get to come back to the, the Milky Way galaxy and be able to, return and
There is the
see
Solarian camp.
stuff that's going to be going on. But, with that comes a lot of difficulties, which we'll discuss once we get out
So
of these
what are we supposed to
cutscenes.
do now?
Stay put until we can come up with a plan.
Are you in charge here? What's the situation?
I'm Captain Kirahi, 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG. You and your crew have just landed in the middle of a hot zone. Every AA gun within 10 miles has been alerted to your presence.
What are we supposed to do in the meantime?
We stay put until the Council sends the reinforcements we requested.
We are the reinforcements.
What? You're all they sent? I told the Council to send a fleet.
Anybody surprised that the council didn't want to, like, actually send the proper amount of manpower out for the job? Like, this is their MO, man. It's like, oh, hey, this is a 10-person job. They're like, okay, we'll give you 2. Take it or leave it.
We couldn't understand your transmission. They sent me to investigate.
That is a repetition of our task. I lost half my men investigating this place.
So what have you found?
Saren's base of operations. He set up a research facility here. It's crawling with Geth and very well fortified.
What kind of
What's
research
Saren
we got
researching?
happening over here?
He's using the facility to breed an army of Krogan.
How is that possible?
Apparently, Saren has discovered a cure for the genophage.
What's so important about curing this genophage?
It was the solution to the Krogan problem.
We introduced the genophage to the Krogan population after the uprising, to quell their numbers. Without it, the Krogan will quickly overrun the galaxy. And these Krogan follow Saren.
Damn. we're hitting some parts where Renegade's going to be not so awesome.
The Geth are bad enough, but a Krogan army, he'd be almost unstoppable.
Exactly my thoughts. We must ensure that this facility and its secrets are destroyed.
Destroyed? I don't think so. Our people are dying. This cure can save them.
If that cure leaves this planet, the Krogan will become unstoppable. We can't make the same mistake again.
We are not a mistake.
Is he going to be a problem? We already have enough angry Krogan to deal with.
Don't worry about it, Captain.
I do worry. That's why I'm still alive. Why don't you go talk to the Krogan? My men and I need some time to come up with a new plan of attack. In the meantime, if you need any supplies, you can talk to Commander Rentola. He's in one of the tents nearby.
Looks like things are a bit of a mess.
Yeah. I wouldn't be so worried if it wasn't for Rex. He looks like he's gonna blow a gasket.
Just drop it. He'll be fine.
If you say so. But I'm gonna keep my eye on him, if it's all the same to you.
Yeah, fuck off, man. You're just the absolute worst all the time. Rex, would you like to talk about your
This isn't
feelings?
right, Shepard. If there's a cure for the genophage, we can't destroy it.
Alright, guys. We decided we were going Renegade in the beginning when we started playing this. And, you know, throwing this back to our talk about Mass Effect 4, it sounds like the world state that they're kind of going to be going off of is based off a Renegade playthrough. And so I think it's going to be coming down to some hard decisions of what's best for the galaxy. And unfortunately, as a Renegade, what's best isn't a Krogan uprising being able to swarm and take over known space.
This has to be done. Saren's the enemy, not me.
Really? Saren created a cure for my people. You want to destroy it. Help me out here, Shepard. The lines between friend and foe are getting a little blurry from where I stand.
I don't care what your personal feelings are. This base gets destroyed.
Don't push me, Shepard. I followed you because I wanted to fight for something more than credits. If you can't give me a better reason than this to destroy the hopes of my people, then I'm done with you.
All you need to know is that I'm giving you an order to fall in line.
So that's it. All this time, and that's all I get from you. How can you not see what this means to the Krogan? This base can't be destroyed. I won't allow it.
Luckily, Renegade's pretty high, so I'm hoping we'll be able to get him to actually
Saren
cool
doesn't
it.
care about these Krogan. They're tools, puppets. He'll destroy them as soon as they're no longer useful to him. Is that what you want for your people?
No, we were tools for the Council once. To thank us for wiping out the Rachni, they neutered us all. I doubt Saren will be as generous. All right, Shepard. You've made your point. I don't like this, but I trust you enough to follow your lead. Just one thing. When we find Saren, I want his head.
So something super crazy happened there. But I don't think you guys could see, but I unlocked a Steam achievement by making that conversation choice. And it said, get out of an impossible situation or change an impossible situation using, you know, a Renegade or Paragon ability. And like, yeah, that felt like an impossible situation. But being able to like talk it down like that also felt really cool. And I'm happy that we've stuck to Renegade enough to where we had the points to be able to do that.
I'm surprised you were able to reason with a Krogan.
It's not all that hard. You just gotta be a respectable badass that he lives up to and admires.
Your ability to calm the Krogan
Guys,
is impressive.
you... Liara, that is not okay. You have been on the ship with him for how long? And you're going, the Krogan. Not cool, man. He's got a name. It's Rex. All right, let's all have a nice little conversation. Garrus, how you
Normally I
doing?
wouldn't think much of Solarians in a firefight, but these soldiers seem well trained.
All right, Caden,
Nice
how you
work
doing?
with Rex. I didn't think anything would calm him down.
Yeah, well, I'm the best.
Thank you for speaking with the Krogan. The assault on Saren's base will be difficult enough as it is.
I assume that means you've come up with a plan.
Of sorts, we can convert our ship's drive system into a 20-kiloton ordnance. Crude, but effective.
Nice. Drop that nuke from orbit, and Saren can kiss his Turian ass goodbye.
Unfortunately, the facility is too well fortified for that. We'll need to place the bomb at a precise location.
Where do we take the nuke? And how do we get there?
The bomb must be taken to the far side of the facility. Your ship can drop it off, but we'll need to infiltrate the base, disable the AA guns, and pacify any ground forces first.
You want us to go in on foot? We don't have enough men.
Good. I prefer a straight fight anyway.
It won't be that simple. We just don't have the numbers to meet them head on. I'm going to divide my men into 3 teams and hit the front of the facility. While we've got their attention, you can sneak your shadow team in the back.
I just hope you survive long enough to be useful.
We're tougher than we look, Commander. But it's true. I don't expect many of us will make it out alive. And that makes what I'm going to ask even more difficult. I need one of your men to accompany me, to help coordinate the teams.
I don't think this is actually an option. I think that no matter what, I end up sending
You
somebody
expect
his
me
way.
to commit one of my people to your command?
We are all soldiers by trade. If your people are not prepared to face such a risk, would you really want them by your side?
He's right, Commander. We can't do this without both teams at their best. I volunteer.
Not so fast, LT. Commander Shepard will need you to arm the nuke. I'll go with the Solarians.
With all due respect, Gunnery Chief, it's not your place to decide.
Why is it that whenever someone says, with all due respect, they really mean kiss my ass?
Because honestly, Ashley, you can suck it.
Who would be better suited to the mission?
Either of these 2 will do, Commander. Both seem willing to sacrifice their lives if necessary, though if we are lucky, such sacrifices won't be required.
Alright, I'm gonna send Ashley with him. She's the better fighter. And Ashley said something about Caden needing to be there to arm the nuke, so
Williams,
I think that's how we're gonna split it.
you'll accompany the captain. No heroics, understood?
Aye, aye, Commander.
I will have the ordnance loaded onto the Normandy and brief your crew on its detonation sequencing. Do you have any questions before we go, Commander?
I'm
Nah,
ready when
let's
you are,
kick it.
Captain.
Excellent. Then if you'll excuse me, I need to prepare my men.
Well, this is it. Don't do anything stupid while I'm gone, LT. You too, Commander.
We'll be fine. You'll see.
Yeah, good luck.
Is there something you want to say, Chief?
Yeah, I mean, that was a little
I
awkward.
don't know, it's just weird, going under someone else's command. I've got used to working with you. All of you.
Don't worry. We'll see you on the other side.
I know, It's been an honor serving with you, Commander.
Whatever happens, everyone just keep shooting. We go in hard, hit them harder, and we'll be the only damn thing that comes out the other side.
You bet, Commander.
You all know the mission and what is at stake. I have come to trust each of you with my life, but I have also heard murmurs of discontent. I share your concerns. We are trained for espionage. We would be legends, but the records are sealed. Glory in battle is not our way. Think of our heroes. The silent step who defeated a nation with a single shot. Or the ever-alert who kept armies at bay with hidden facts. These giants do not seem to give us solace here, but they are not all that we are. Before the network, there was the fleet. Before diplomacy, there were soldiers. Our influence stopped the Rachni, but before that, we held the line. Our influence stopped the Krogan, but before that, we held the line. Our influence will stop Saren. In the battle today, we will hold the line. Good luck, Commander. I hope we will meet again.
So did he seem a little floaty to you guys too? It kind of seemed like he was, like skating around during that scene. Like he wasn't necessarily on like super solid ground. Alright, so I'm going to... Who do I want to take? Well, let's mix it up some. Let's drop Liara, actually. I want to grab Rex and Garrus. Didn't have a lot of success with this team previously, but we're going to see if we have anything coming from them this time. Garrus is the one I trust to have my back the most, and I feel like Rex needs to be kept a close eye on.
Loud and clear.
Good. We'll start our push. We'll try to make it to the AA guns, but it might be up to you to finish the job. And Commander, if you see any way to undermine their defenses, we could definitely use the help. Shadow is on the ground. Repeat, Shadow is on the ground. William, the Igor team. Manovan, Vieto team, move. Time to get some attention.
Monova is under coordinated crossfire. Check for long-range turrets helping the Geth target.
Also, I'm not gonna lie, that speech that the Solarian leader was giving, not bad. Not as good as the one that, I gave, but definitely not bad. Oh, hello. God, you were right on me. You could give me just a little bit of space.
We should see if that outpost has any useful information.
Boom, nailed it. I find it hilarious that it's like, if you do any side quest stuff, automatically that gets you some some Paragon points. Like, bro, why can't I just, help the mission and not get in trouble or, not be a renegade? Ooh, I was close. Take all that, and we're gonna hop like this. We're gonna hop over like this, and we're gonna say, hey, what is up, YouTube? I appreciate you guys watching over on the GlintingRuffian YouTube channel. I also appreciate if you do a like, a comment, a subscription, and, tell me how you think this is about to go. Because we're getting into it. Like, shit's starting to hit the fan. We're getting a little bit more serious. Choices are happening. We almost killed a squad mate right there. And not the way we killed, Liara's hopes and dreams last episode. Like, could have killed Rex there. But we thwarted the impossible. And we're going to see if we can keep doing that. And, see how these missions keep going. Hey, you want to watch the rest of the stream? That's going to be over at twitch.tv/GlintingRuffian. You can hop in and watch me play, all the parts, or I upload them to YouTube, slowly kind of trickle down. That way you have daily content. And, yeah. If you would like to watch any highlights that we got going on, that's going to be over at TikTok. That's also at GlintingRuffian. And follow me on Twitter at GlintingRuffian. But, apart from that, hey, YouTube, I appreciate you guys. You've been awesome. And, I'm going to sign off here. But, goodbye, YouTube.